Panel Speaker, sir. The Honorable Minister for Power had detailed the steps being taken by the government through the AP Transco and the DISCOM to ensure proper power supply in state, more particularly for the agriculture sector, sir. So my question is that, was it not anticipated that we are going to have a shortfall of power? If it was anticipated, what measures were taken by the government? And if it was not anticipated, why was it not anticipated? Is it not the failure of the government, sir? Sir, also, the minister claims that the power utilities are ensuring 7 hours power supply to farm pump set in the state. My colleagues from other opposition parties have already recounted the difficulties being faced by the farmers who are not getting adequate power supply as promised by the government. The minister says that the power supply reached 167 million units on February 17, the highest figure so far. He has also pointed out that demand would reach 175 million units during March. Sir, the minister claims that the farmers are supplied power by turn. One group sets it for 7 hours during the daytime and other groups either in 2 spells or 4 hours during daytime and 3 hours in the night time or 7 hours at a stretch during night time. But the ground reality are otherwise. There are complaints gathered that the government is not maintaining the timing and the farmers are afraid of losing their rabi crops. The farmers are also suffering huge losses due to frequent burning of motors. There are 24 lakhs farmers who badly require power to save their rabi crop, mostly paddy crops sown over 7.15 lakh acres, sir. The voltage fluctuation is there, and my friends would not agree with the voltage fluctuation. But, sir, in the newspaper on 1st of February in Hindu, I would like to read the statement in the collectors conference which Honorable Chief Minister had given, in which he says that we have no intentions to stop the benefit of one pretext or other by the farmers too, must realize the responsibility. In fact, these devices, that means the capacitor, would benefit them immensely by soaring better sucking effect with minimum use of power. There would be quality of power supply and ending low voltage and burning of pump set. This statement itself says that the government is admitting that there is low voltage and burning of pump set also. Sir, the government has estimated the demand from farm sector to be 5 million unit during January-March this year. The minister says that Transco will purchase 300 megawatt power from other states for the 6 hours every day during March to tide over the shortage. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, after this purchase, will it be sufficient or again we are going to have a shortfall? Will this be enough or again we'll have to purchase? If there is a need of more purchase, is there any possibility, is the government working out the possibility of purchasing more power? Sir, when the Telugu Desam was in power, the Congress used to demand 12 hours power supply for farm sector. The Congress members have created ruckus in this August House on several occasions in previous assemblies, sir, contending that the farmers were not getting the assured power supply for 9 hours. Now the situation remains the same. The only change is that Telugu Desam and Congress swiped their roles. On behalf of our party, sir, we demand that the government ensure adequate power supply to farm sector to save the rabi crop. At the same time, we demand that the power supply for other sectors such as domestic, commercial and industrial consumer should also be any scheduled or unscheduled cuts. Public exams for 10th class, intermediate, first and second year as well as annual exams in schools are slated next month. It is duty of the government to ensure power supply for domestic consumers so that students are able to concentrate on their studies and they do not suffer on account of any power cut. And also I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, sir, today in some newspapers, a news item had come that there would be power cuts, 2-hour power cuts in Hyderabad and Secunderabad twin cities. Is it right? Are there going to be power cuts? And also, sir, I would also want to request to the government about the capacitors which has to be installed by the farmers. The cut-off date has been 31st of March. Sir, in one statement in a newspaper on February 2nd, Rachel Chatterjee has given a statement in that which she says, the very big statements, I just read 2 or 3 lines. She says that while 22 lakh capacitors were to be installed, 2.1 lakh has been installed so far. So out of 22 lakhs, only 2 lakhs have been installed. 20 lakh has to be installed. So can they be completed in just 1.5 months? Practically it is not possible, sir. Additional time should be given, sir. And lastly, sir, the most important clarification which I want from Honorable Minister is that in a newspaper I was reading, sir, I don't know whether it is right or wrong, but the government needs to answer on this. In Hindu, an article came about power situation in state may worsen by March. This is dated 4/2/2006, sir. In that, sir, it says, sources said the shortage could have been avoided, but for the government instances on maintaining storage of 854 feet in Sri Salem with a view to provide water to 4 lakh acres of Rabi crop in Rayalaseema region. For the first time, it has happened. It has permitted release of only 4,000 cusick a day against the plea of AP Transco officials to allow discharge of 16,000 cusick for power generation. This clarification and answer should be given, sir. Because of this, because I don't know whether it is right or wrong, but the government should clarify, is this the right reason that we are facing the losses, and what the government is doing for the power to be advocate to supply for the farmers and also for the domestic. And also when he rises, he should give me a clarification about the city power cut. There shouldn't be any city power cut because we are having an exam. And I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.